All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect out there, wherever you may be. I'm doing a part 2 to the part 1 in Isaiah 24. All right, and I'm going to continue at Isaiah 24 and 6. I'll start here in part 2. All right, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate, destroyed, as a semicolon. Therefore, a colon, not a semicolon, a colon. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned. You see that? And few men left in it. You see? So after the nuclear destruction, few men are going to be left on the earth. Because the chariots, because it says the Lord will come back with 10,000 of his saints. He's going to come back with his saints in those chariots, and it's going to beam up the elect. But those that are left, they're going to be burnt. But not all of them are going to be burnt. There are going to be some left to be put in chains and to be taken into captivity. Let's go get a few precepts on that. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go back to the blue letter again. All right, let's see. I will leave you there. All right, let's see. Let's see what pulls up. Let's see. All right, here's Ezra 22 and 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you, you see? So those that are left after the elect are beamed up, they're going to be melted by the thermonuclear missiles, which is immediately after the tribulation, which is going to be what? Jacob's trouble, the mark of the beast. All right, let's get another precept, because they are going into captivity. Let's see. He that. Yeah, here's a good one. Try to fix this camera. Oh, it's too bright. All right, let's see. You dim it down some. All right, here's one. Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. You see that? So the Israelites, which are the saints, are going to what? Lead these other nations into captivity. They're going to serve us. They're going to be our handmaids and servants. They're going to be our what? Vine dressers and etc. Let's go get what the saints are going to do. Let's go to another precept. Kings with chains. I think I spelled it right. Okay, chains. I spelled chains wrong. All right. Because this is going to happen to the other nations. Let's get that. One of my favorite Psalms 149. Let's start at let's go up to. As a matter of fact, before I read this, let's go get who the saints are, just in case someone doesn't believe me. Let's find out who the saints are. Let's go get a precept before I read that about who the saints are. The saints are the Israelites, but just in case a person watched this and want me to prove it, I'll prove it. See, even of the. All right, let's see. I know it's in Psalms. Let's see. Let's find it. It's in Psalms. Scroll down. Here we go. Psalms 148 and 14. One of my favorite scriptures. All right. Psalms 148, and let's start at 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord, for his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven. Verse 14. He also exalts the horn, which is the power and strength of his people, and the praise of all his saints. You see, even the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. You see, and a Christian a Christian or a religious person may try to say, well, anybody can be a Christian. No, you have to be a Israelite by blood, according to the flesh. Let's go get here's another precept. I know I don't want to go too deep, but I'm trying to, edify even more. So I'll go to Romans 9:1. I mean, 9 and Romans 9, and I'll start at verse 1 about showing you that you can't be a spiritual Israelite. You have to be of the seed or of the flesh, an Israelite by flesh. Romans 9, and then I'll continue. I don't want to go too deep. All right. All right. Romans 9. I'll start at verse 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. Verse 3. For I wish that myself could be accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. You see, according to the flesh. So you can't be an Israelite unless you are an Israelite of the seed of your father, or unless you are of the seed of your father, unless your father was an Israelite. You can't be an Israelite. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. I'll keep reading. Verse 4. Who are Israelites, you see, to whom pertaineth the adoption, the glory, the covenants, the giving of the law, the service of God, and the promises, you see. So unless you are Israelite, none of this stuff applies to you. All right, now let's go back. I don't want to get too deep. All right. Let's go back to Psalms 149. And let's start at 149 and 4. For the Lord take pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation, you see. The Lord is our salvation. He's going to send his son back, our master, Yahweh Shai, and he's going to save us. Verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Who are the saints? The Israelites, which I just proved. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, you see. To execute vengeance upon the heathen, you see. These other nations, they're going into captivity, like I just said before. And punishments upon the people, you see. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his what? Saints. So it's going to be an honor to take you other nations into captivity, to have you to serve the Israelites. Because you are wicked, and you will be punished for all the things you have done. You will not escape judgment. All right, now let's go back to Isaiah. All right, let's go. All right, back in Isaiah 24 and 6. All right, therefore have the curse about the earth, and they dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left in it. You see, burned with what? Those thermonuclear fires, and also the chariot fire. Because in the Apocrypha, Yahushua they're gonna try to fight Yahushua when he comes back, and he's gonna destroy them, because they're gonna stop fighting each other, and they're gonna try to fight him with their weapons, but they're gonna fail. They're gonna lose, but that's going too deep. I'll save this for another topic, because I can prove that too in the Apocrypha. All right, verse 7, Isaiah 24 and 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Why? Because all their joy and all their partying and all their what? All the things that they have stored up, thinking this place, which is what? Babylon, the great America, is going to last forever. Because that's what a lot of people think. They think America is just going to be forever. They think America is going to be here, for their children to see and for their children's children to see. But it's going to be destroyed. And the new wine, that's talking about the elect. Let's get a precept. Let's get a precept. New wine. Let's see. New wine. All right, let's see. New wine. All right, let's see. Let's get a precept. All right, here we go. Isaiah 65 and 8. Therefore said, I had to sneeze. All right, Isaiah 65 and 8. Thus said the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, that's the elect. So will I do for my servant's sake, the elect, that I may not destroy them all. You see? So he's not going to destroy all the Israelites. He's going to save a few, which are going to be called the elect, or which are the elect. Let's go get a, let me see, should I get a precept? All right, my elect. Let's see, let's try to get a precept about who the elect are. All right, Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, my servant whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighted. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. Now, these Gentiles are the other nations. But in the New Testament, it does talk about the Israelite foreigners, because that's who the letters in the New Testament were written to, the Israelite foreigners, which are the Gentiles that were which are Gentiles because they were scattered into the other nations and taking on their customs and whatnot. Let's see. Isaiah 45 and 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name, I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. You see? And Most High even surnamed us what? Israel. Which means he, Prince, power, which goes back to the word, what? Yasha Allah, which means he, Prince, power, Son of God. All right, and those are some more precepts right there. All right, let's go back to Isaiah 6. Shall be burnt. Oh yeah, let's go get another precept. Well, I think I spoke some precepts in part 1 of Isaiah 24. Let me get one more precept. A few men left in it. Let's see. All right, the earth burn. All right, let's see. A few men left in it. Well, let's continue. I think I broke that down good enough. I'm pretty sure I can find some more precepts, but let's continue. I don't want to go too deep. All right, verse 7. I read verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, and all the merry hearted do sigh. All right, I just gave a precept of the new wine, which is the elect. All right. All right, verse 8. The mirth of Tarot ceased, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the voice of the harper ceased. You see, no more partying, no more events, no more celebrations. All that merry-hearted stuff is going to cease. It's because judgment is going to come, or judgment would have came, you see, and it's going to come, because this is a future prophecy. All right, verse 9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter unto them. And spiritually, that strong drink that goes into what? Drinking of the wine of Babylon. All right, let's get a precept. Let's see. Strong drink. Let's get a precept. Oh yeah, got an R. All right, precept. Precept must be upon precept. one way to edify. All right, let's see. Let's go down. All right, strong drink shall be bitter unto them. All right, let's get a let's see. All right, let's see. I want to get a good precept. All right, let's see. I know I can find one. Let's go back to Isaiah, read it again, just to get an understanding. Let's see. And they shall not drink wine with a song, and strong drink shall be bitter unto them. All right, one way is going to be because what? They're going to hear the news that America's falling. They're not going to want to drink any strong drink because they're going to know their end is here, and the strong drink won't help out. But here's a good precept. Let me see. Give strong drink. Let's see. All right. Let's see that. Let's see. You got to be in Proverbs. Okay. All right, here's Proverbs 31:6. Give strong drink unto them that are ready to perish, you see. But they're not going to want to what? Perish. They're not going to want to die in that time. So going back, you give strong drink to those that are ready to perish. All right, you see. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter unto them. Why is it going to be bitter? Because they're not going to want to die. As stated, as using this precept, Proverbs 31:6, give strong drink unto him that are ready to perish, and wine to those that be of heavy hearts. But they're not going to want to drink the strong drink because they're not going to be ready to die. But a lot of them are going to be destroyed anyway. So if you think about it, it does make sense. You see. All right, back to Isaiah. All right. Strong drink shall be bitter unto them that drink it. You see. It's going to be bitter. You know why? Because they're not going to be ready to perish, like I stated. All right. Let's continue. I don't want to get too deep. All right. Back to Isaiah. All right. Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. What is the city of confusion? Mystery, Babylon the Great, which is America. Let's look up the word Babylon, which I did. All right. Let's go back just to show you that I searched on the word Babylon. All right, let's click on the word Babylon, which what? Babel. It means Babel, which in the Hebrew, Babel, Babal. Babal. It means Babal in the Hebrew. All right, Babylon. Let's go back some. All right, Babylon. All right, you see, Babylon, Babel or Babylon, confusion. You see, it means confusion. So what is the city of confusion? Babylon. All right, let's go back. All right, Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. America is Babylon the Great, which is the city of confusion, which shall be destroyed. It's broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. You see, it's broken down. But you're not going to be able to go into a house because it's going to be destroyed. It's broken down. Verse 11. There is a cry for wine in the streets, which that means answers. They want to. They're going to want to know what's going on. All joy is darkened because people are going to be in great distress during that time. The merry-hearted, the mirth of the land is gone. You see, the mirth, the joy. Let's go look up the word mirth. All right, mirth, which is what? Joy, mirth, rejoice. Exaltation, exultation, exultation, joy, rejoicing. So the rejoicing in the city is going to be gone. No more rejoicing because of your wicked ways. All of that joy is going to be turned into what? Sorrow, because all of you wicked, prideful people, you're going to be brought low because of your pride and your wicked works. The Most High is going to judge you. All right, let's see. Verse 13. Verse 12. In the city is left desolation. It's going to be a lot of destruction. And the gate is smitten with destruction. You see? Verse 13. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, you see, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree. You see, when you shake an olive tree, what falls down? And and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. You see, the shaking of an olive tree, a few berries are going to fall off. Let's look at an alternate edition to get a better understanding. Let me fix this camera. It's kind of too bright. Why it's so bright? All right, let's see. Let me try to dim it down some. All right, let's see. All right, let's look at the New Living Translation. Throughout the earth, the story is the same. Only a remnant is left, you see? Like the straying olives left on the tree, or the few grapes left on the vine after harvest, you see? So the elect is going to be a few left, you see? In the midst of the people, there are going to be a few people left. The elect, they're going to be a remnant saved Israelites, and there are going to be a few people left after the nuclear destruction to be what? Bind with chains, you see? All right, Isaiah 24, verse 14. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of the Lord. That's talking about the elect. They shall cry aloud from the sea. You see? Which in Revelations it states that and there shall be a sea of glass. Let me see if I can go get it. I may have to do a part 3. I don't want to go too deep. Sea of glass. Because the elect are going to be in the chariots looking down at the destruction. All right, Revelations 4 and 6. Before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto a crystal. All right, let's read Isaiah 15 and 2. I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over the image, and over the mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps in their hand. You see, this is going to be the elect in those chariots. When they're beamed up, they're going to be watching the destruction. Let's go back to Isaiah. All right. Where did I stop off at? Isaiah. All right, and Isaiah 14, they shall lift up their voice, they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord, they shall cry aloud from the sea. And I'll just show you what that sea was, because this is talking about the elect when they're beamed up into those chariots so they can't get hit by those nuclear missiles. They're going to be saved. That's the salvation of Israel this time around. All right, Isaiah 24 and 15. Therefore, the glory of the Lord, wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires. You see what fires? Those thermonuclear missiles when they hit Babylon the Great. You see, glorify the Lord in the fires. Even the name of the Lord God of Israel in the isles of the sea. You see. All right. You know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm already almost 25 minutes in. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna do a part 3. Starting at verse 16. All right. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones. Salutations to the elect, that wherever you may be. All right, Shalom.